This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Tonight on the South Today, warehouse stores across New Zealand closed for an hour this morning as staff were called to hear plans for up to 900 job cuts. Sustainability Week has begun at the University of Otago, with students being shown greener ways of living. And environmentally friendly living was also to the fore in Wanaka, with people learning to live without waste. Kia ora, good evening, I'm Sophie Morris. 900 workers are set to lose their jobs at Warehouse Group stores across the country. The company closed stores nationwide between 8 and 9 a.m. this morning to talk with staff about the cuts.
Under a proposal released this morning, Dunedin's Central City Warehouse store is to close to the public, becoming an online fulfilment centre, thus holding the store's presence in the Central City as a distribution centre for online shoppers, keeping the site out of rival Kmart's hands. The Warehouse Group has also announced it's begun a consultation process to change the working hours of staff across its 92 stores. First Union claims the company told those gathered at meetings this morning the Warehouse Group plans to eliminate 782 roles and an additional 137 jobs as stores close. The company hasn't said anything about the futures of 42 staff currently employed at the Dunedin Central Warehouse, nor when the transition will take place. The warehouse hasn't yet released details about staffing levels at the South Dunedin store. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Queenstown Lake ski fields have had their busiest opening to the season on record. This good news for the ski industry comes despite no foreigners being on the slopes. Tourism operators are describing visitor numbers over the 2-week school holiday period as overwhelming. The biggest day for both Cardrona and Treble Cone was last Tuesday, when there were about 7,500 skiers and snowboarders across both mountains. The busy time means the two resorts have also increased staff by about 25% over the past week. However, the domestic tourism boom is being met with scepticism, as some tourism operators say they're preparing for a slowdown. Some are expecting the return of a shoulder season, with few visitors for a period of 2 to 3 months. Sustainability Week kicked off at University of Otago on Friday. 7 different rubbish skips for recycling various waste items were used to help students live more sustainably.
Many hands make light work at the University of Otago's Skip Diversion Day, held on Friday at Dunedin's Castle Street. Jessica Triscott of the University of Otago Sustainability Office says this year they're trying out having 7 different skips, 1 dedicated to rubbish and the other 6 for various types of recyclable waste.
Today we've just got the one here on Castle Street, so we're trying to manage it to ensure we can sort waste and make sure we're getting a lot more going to recycling opportunities rather than just landfill.
Triscott says it was the students who asked for an emphasis on recycling rather than just treating everything as rubbish, and various agencies have got behind this year's recycling trial.
We've had support from Waste Management. They've been insanely supportive of this program. We had funding from the DCC Waste Minimisation Grant. We've had support from Property Services at the uni, as well as SEES, the Students for Environmental Education group, and OUSA exec. So we've had a lot of people to support the project.
Students from outside the Castle Street area were also invited to bring their waste to the street, and the clean-up crews were rewarded for their contribution with a barbecue offering an environmentally friendly meal.
Yeah, we've got veggie dumplings and hash browns, of course, so no meat options today.
Friday's Skip Diversion Day kicks off a week of sustainability events around the university, including an alternative market day, a free garage sale and instruction about household-based sustainability. In Dunedin, the South Today.
Maniatoto Area School's old technology block was reduced to rubble last week. Demolition work on the Ranfurly School's ageing block marks the first stage of what will be a full school rebuild costing $11 million. Almost all of the school's buildings are to be eventually replaced, with some almost 80 years old and no longer fit for purpose. The site was set to be mostly clear of rubble by the time the 160 pupils came back to school today. It's hoped construction of the new block will begin in about 2 weeks. Wanaka locals had a chance to go back to the future at a Sustainable Living Expo over the weekend. People demonstrating the somewhat lost art of darning socks were set to prove a stitch in time can save 9.
Organisers are calling Saturday's waste-free fair in Wanaka a success. Now in its third year, the event drew a steady stream of well over 300 visitors, keen to find out how to live in a more environmentally friendly way.
The whole point of it is really a celebration of living without waste, and it's a way of coming together as a community, sharing ideas and tips, and also showcasing all of our amazing businesses in town that do their best to reduce waste.
A new feature this year was apparel designer Jeff Wright, teaching the art of repairing holes in socks, a trick handed down to him from an earlier generation.
My mum actually taught me to sew and kind of taught me the art of repairing things.
Wright says darning a hole is simply the process of roughly re-knitting the item.
The trick in getting it right is just getting as many passes over the hole as possible, but as many ups, sort of up and downs as you go through. So you're catching the needle going up and down, basically re-knitting the sock.
He says the spirit of the waste-free fair is about repairing rather than just buying a replacement.
I don't know, it's probably easier to go buy a new pair of socks, but if you've got nothing better to do, then you might as well just fix them. And I think that's kind of the spirit of the day here at the Waste Free Fair.
Saturday's fair coincided with a campaign to encourage people to avoid plastic in the month of July. In Wanaka, the South Today.
Still to come on the South Today, Waitaki Mayor Gary Kircher is set to discuss seagulls with the Minister of Conservation later this month, and a long-serving Wanaka aircraft engineer is calling time on his career.
You've seen us in the street, now find us online. Check out shopon.org.nz. We have all sorts of treasures, from retro and vintage clothing to antiques, homewares and accessories. New items added every week. We're open 24/7.
Hi, Lindsay Campbell. We're back in Invercargill again. We're here for a month. We've got a men's fashion clearance at up to 70% off. We're right beside the Motorcycle Mecca. Check them out too. Jackets, lovely knitwear, scarves, hats, you name it, we'll keep you warm. Come and see us at the menswear fashion clearance pop-up.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
That's the Alex Campbell Menswear pop-up store in Invercargill.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Wrens are Otago's painting, tiling and plastering experts. Offering a free measure and quote, Wrens is a name you can trust to get the job done right. Call Wrens today on 477 9384 or visit wrens.co.nz.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
you know Youth Grow in North East Valley? It's an awesome plant nursery where young people can work and learn life skills. You can now order your vegetable seedlings, herbs, bulbs and shrubs over the phone or by email. Either pick up your order on Norwood Street in North East Valley or they can deliver to you. Look for Youth Grow Garden Centre on Facebook or visit youthgrow.org.nz. Happy gardening!
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
Heaven Sent Pet Cremations knows that losing a pet is like losing a family member, and we have many special ways for you to keep their memory dear to your heart. From caskets, remembrance pendants to remembrance fairs. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today.
Welcome back. Waitaki Mayor Gary Kircher is set to discuss seagulls with Minister of Conservation Eugenie Sage later this month. For years, Oamaru has been plagued by flocks of red-billed gulls nesting on rooftops, particularly around the Countdown Supermarket and Eden Street. Under the Wildlife Act, once a nest is formed, it cannot be moved. Kircher wants to see building owners being able to remove nests to encourage the birds to move on. Following proactive measures last year to discourage the birds, it was estimated just 5 chicks fledged on the Countdown roof, down from about 150 the year before. A long-serving Wanaka aircraft engineer is calling time on his career. Ralph Fegan says there have been many highlights during his decades of service, but says involvement with NASA was among his top flight experiences.
Ralph Fegan is wrapping up after more than 10 years in his management roles at Wanaka's airport. Over that time he's seen the country's tourism boom grow the little rural airport from about 30 workers in 2007 to over 300 earlier this year.
So the engineering businesses have expanded. It moved over from Queenstown, set up. There's a tremendous amount of helicopter engineering done here for the lower part of the South Island. A lot of fixed wing as well, smaller fixed wing. So there's a lot of people employed there. I think Skydive probably had up to, they would have been getting up towards 100 pre-COVID. You know, time everybody has days off and various shifts. They were going flat out, and so yeah, seen a lot of growth.
Fegan's confident projects such as the launching of NASA balloons, which are used to study the Earth's upper atmosphere, will continue.
They've just leased an adjacent hangar here for the next 3 years to work out on. It's quite likely they're going to spend a lot of money upgrading that hangar to their specifications and look at even possibly building onto it. So they've got a wonderful future here. They're wonderful people to work with, and yeah, it's been a wonderful thing for Wanaka. One of only 7 sites in the world where this is done.
It's been 7 years since Air New Zealand offered daily flights from Wanaka, and he's hopeful the proposed Sounds Air flights to Christchurch will be a success.
It was a very expensive aircraft to operate, they do admit. It was at the wrong time of the day for most people. Taking off out of here at lunchtime, you get to Christchurch and you couldn't really get anywhere else unless you weren't in a hurry to go somewhere. So hopefully our new Sounds Air service is going to rectify a lot of that, and reality is they should have been here 2 years ago when they wanted to come, but politically that hasn't happened. Hopefully it will very, very soon.
Fegan says the proposed expansion of Wanaka's airport will be many years away, and by the time it does happen, many aircraft could well be silent, thanks to electric motors.
That's the way of the future. And they'll come and go and nobody will even know unless they look in the sky and see them. And that'll be wonderful for Wanaka.
Ralph Fegan's last day at the airport is Tuesday this week. In Wanaka, the South Today.
After the break on the South Today, we hear the rugby news from the weekend and we check out tomorrow's weather.
Heaven Sent Pet Cremations knows that losing a pet is like losing a family member, and we have many special ways for you to keep their memory dear to your heart. From caskets, remembrance pendants to remembrance fairs. Call Heaven Sent Pet Cremations today.
Hi, Lindsay Campbell. We're back in Invercargill again. We're here for a month. We've got a men's fashion clearance and up to 70% off. We're right beside the Motorcycle Maker. Check them out too. Jackets, lovely knitwear, scarves, hats, you name it, we'll keep you warm. Come and see us at the menswear fashion clearance pop-up.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
That's the Alex Campbell Menswear pop-up store in Invercargill.
Garrador Dunedin, delivering quality stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 17 years. New doors, replacement doors and maintenance are all part of Garrador's quality service. Garrador Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team.
Well, mate, I'm thinking about getting a new ute.
If you're at risk of developing melanoma skin cancer, you owe it to yourself to have a mole map. Mole map is coming to your area. Phone today to make an appointment. It could save your life.
Wrens are Otago's painting, tiling and plastering experts. Offering a free measure and quote, Wrens is a name you can trust to get the job done right. Call Wrens today on 477 9384 or visit wrens.co.nz.
Do you know Youth Grow in North East Valley? It's an awesome plant nursery where young people can work and learn life skills. You can now order your vegetable seedlings, herbs, bulbs and shrubs over the phone or by email. Either pick up your order on Norwood Street in North East Valley or they can deliver to you. Look for Youth Grow Garden Centre on Facebook or visit youthgrow.org.nz. Happy gardening!
Step into Op Shop on St Andrew and discover a place with plenty of bargains for yourself, your friends and the whole family. We have new items arriving every day. Visit us for a fabulous range of economy and upmarket clothing, accessories, books, shoes and more. Shop with us and support your community.
A poorly maintained heat pump can lose up to 35% of its output. The Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner team are experts. Their specially developed chemical wash is totally biodegradable. Call Mr. Heat Pump Cleaner and get the job done by the professionals.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم المؤمن المهيمن العزيز الجبار المتكبر.
Welcome back. In a club rugby game at Dunedin's Logan Park on Saturday, Green Island couldn't hold on to a half-time lead over the defending champions. The University A team sprang into action in the second half to beat Green Island 32-23.
We've just witnessed a pretty good game here between Varsity and GI today. It was 18-8 at half-time to GI, but I think that was a try at half-time that was absolutely crucial. And I've got Richie Jackson here. I'll talk about that in a sec. This is your second first game back?
Second, yeah.
And how's the body, mate?
Yeah, getting there, yeah. Much better than it used to be, but getting some footy in, which is good, so loving being back out there.
So you're back training obviously full-time with the Highlanders as well?
Yeah, back training. So.
And how's that going?
Yeah, good, yeah. Boys are humming, so it's good to be back in there and experiencing it.
Okay, Matt, we'll bring you in. Matt's Matt McCutcheon, 100th game today, mate. Congratulations. Now, I think it was looking good. You had that win behind you in the first half. You're up by, I think it was 18-0. You must have been feeling pretty good about yourselves at that stage.
No, it was good first half. The momentum was all with us at the start. That try at half time really did hurt a wee bit. And second half, yeah, just the momentum shifted. We're off that yellow card of mine, but you know. Yeah,
the yellow card on your 100th game, I did see that. My question though, because I felt your defence was tigerish for 60 minutes, but you did fall away in that middle period of the second half.
Yeah, the Varsity just played a wide game towards the end there and just caught us on the outsides. But no, congrats to them. Well played in the second half.
Right, Ricky, just to finish with you with the varsity boys today, I felt there were some really good displays. I felt Sean Withy for you at number 8 was really, really strong today, and Big Josh Hill had a power of a game in the middle of that ruck.
Yeah, definitely. No, we've got some big boys in the forward pack and we just wanted to make the most of that. Spread it out wide as well, use the width and just execute our exits in that second half.
And you bagged a couple of tries just for good measure.
Yeah. It's always good getting a dot down, so that was good.
Excellent. Okay, boys, thank you. Well, just remember, it was 32-23 here down at Logan Park number 6, varsity over GI. And that's it from Rugby Chat, brought to you by Garador, and we'll be back with you again next week.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on the South Today. Warehouse stores across New Zealand closed for an hour this morning as staff were called to hear plans for up to 900 job cuts. Sustainability Week has begun at the University of Otago with students being shown greener ways of living. And environmentally friendly living was also to the fore in Wanaka with people learning to live without waste. And time now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Hayden.
Good evening, Sophie. How are you?
Very good, thanks. Yourself?
Good. Bits and pieces today. Let's see what we've got for tomorrow's paper. The big news, obviously, the warehouse. So, been out for a few weeks now, talk of what's going to happen. And yes, confirmation that today the Dunedin Central warehouse is closing, but not closing. So it's closing as a public walk-in store. It's going to become a dark store, they call it, for online fulfilment. So we're waiting on Jacob McSweeney, our business reporter, to tell us some more details in tomorrow's paper. What does this mean for the people working there first and foremost in Dunedin? And I guess for Dunedin shoppers, they'll have to get used to heading out to South Dunedin or to Mosgiel warehouses. Also a bit of a yarn about beaches. We've talked to a University of Otago zoologist around seasonal closures of beaches. They're very hot on that topic to basically protect wildlife, the yellow-eyed penguins being the obvious example. And so there'll be a lot of interest in that. People, I guess, love going for a wander along the beach and randomly encountering a yellow-eyed penguin or not. But they're saying for the to reduce the detrimental impacts on that sort of wildlife, we're going to have to seriously look at full seasonal closures of some of those beaches. So that should be interesting. Hospital story. Southern Hospital's talking about a shortage of senior medical officers. So Mike Houlihan's going to have the latest on that and what it could mean. And COVID-19, look, it's the ramifications from COVID-19 just continuing. We've talked to a couple of parents, I think, from 2 schools who have been chasing refunds for tickets. So I think Kavanagh College and Tyree College had school trips, one to Nepal, I think, and one to Cambodia. And obviously, we're talking about kids and parents who have fundraised for a long, long time and spent a lot of money, and now they're all waiting anxiously, I think, to get refunds on that money. Obviously, the trips, unfortunately, have been cancelled. So. And the usual sort of bits and pieces from sport. It's a huge week, actually, for the Southern Steel and the Otago Nuggets. So we'll have all the latest from them. The Steel playing tonight, looking to make it 2 from 2. And the Nuggets looking really good, actually. I think the playoffs are next week in this hastily sort of assembled National Basketball League, but exciting to see them back on deck, and they'll be hoping for another couple of wins this week. So all that and plenty more.
Great, thank you, Hayden. And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
Tonight's weather proudly brought to you by Mole Map.
Starting with the city view, scars left on the sports field after a car spent time doing donuts on Bathgate Park. Looking at the situation, a colder south to southwesterly airflow will spread over southern districts tomorrow as a trough of low pressure moves across the country. Starting off at the northwest of the South Island, Greymouth and Westport are looking at mostly cloudy skies, persistent showers and 12 degrees. Across to the northeast, Nelson and Blenheim can expect cloudy skies, showers and the chance of lightning with 13 degrees. Moving down to Canterbury, it will be cloudy with showers for some places. Kaikoura should reach 14, cloud for Christchurch with 15 degrees, while Ashburton should reach 14 degrees. To the southern towns, plan for light easterlies and mostly grey skies and wintry showers. The Catlins head for 8 degrees, while Balclutha, Lumsden and Gore are set for 7 degree highs. And central, you can expect freshening southerlies with showers. Wanaka, Queenstown and Alexandra head for 8 degrees, while Chiana should reach 7 degrees with wintry showers. To the northern towns, on the coast, Timaru and Oamaru can expect southwesterlies developing with late rain and 12 degrees. Inland, those in Twizel and Omarama can plan for variable winds with showers and 10 degrees. In Dunedin, cloudy tonight with an overnight low of 8. Cloudy again tomorrow with scattered showers developing during the afternoon and colder southwesterly winds developing. A high of 12 and a low of 3. Snow flurries to 300 metres on the hills on Wednesday with very cold southwesterlies, a high of 7 and a low of 3. And in Invercargill, showers developing tonight with an overnight low of 5. A period of rain tomorrow with strong cold southerlies developing by early afternoon, looking at a high of 8 and a low of 2. Wintry showers easing during the day on Wednesday with strong cold southwesterlies decreasing, a high of 7 and a low of 1. That's all for our news this Monday. For the latest news from the southern region, head online to odt.co.nz or follow Channel 39 on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Ka kite anō.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.